This podcast and its opinions are that of the political gamer and friends. All opinions are fluid as we are not professionals in the areas of topic and normally have a glass of a stiff drink around us. So don't listen to us for stock advice or religious choices, and if you are that influential, to begin with, then we see how America is the way that it is. Joking a little. Anyway, here is the show.
They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eat the cat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets. Yeah, the Elon Musk. So, yeah, sure. So Elon called me. As you know, he endorsed me full-throated. Full-throated.
Former President Trump has proposed a 200% tariff on John Deere tractors if they're made in Mexico. Are you concerned that some of these tariff proposals by the GOP nominee could drive up costs for consumers or hurt urban exporters in Kentucky, for example?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of tariffs. They raise the prices for American consumers. I'm more of a free trade kind of Republican that remembers how many jobs are created by the exports that we engage in. So I'm not a tariff fan.
Full-throated.
What are we going to do here, folks? I only need 11,000 votes. Fellas, I need 11,000 votes. Give me a break. Why do you keep fighting this thing? It just doesn't make sense.
We have to stand by our numbers. We believe our numbers are right.
What are we going to do here, folks? I only need 11,000 votes. Fellas.
And white baby is that?
This is your baby, okay? He's just light-skinned.
That one might be mine. That one right there. I'm not totally sure. Just because you name him Darren don't mean he belonged to Darren. But I don't care what this baby's name is. This baby is rice-skinned, but not light-skinned. That is a white child. That is Caucasian from the mountains of Caucasus. That is a Slavic baby, a Viking from Iceland. That baby got 730 as a credit rating right now as an infant.
Ladies and gentlemen, the political gamer.
What up? Welcome in, everybody. Happy Saturday evening to you all. It is a great Saturday. All right, let's jump into it. So, couple things. First and foremost, did y'all hear Matt Gaetz gave up the Attorney General appointee position all because he had too much shit going on? I think we all know the shit that was going on. We've had plenty of discussion about Matt Gaetz as all of that transpired before he was appointed, before he kicked out McCarthy, before he was really anyone to be taken seriously. We had already gone through and discussed Matt Gaetz, but fantastic news. Anyway, off politics, let's get on to guns, right? So we got Black Friday coming up here. We got Black Friday specials everywhere. As y'all know, I'm in Texas, so that includes guns and Black Friday. Guns are included in those sales. And remember we went hunting a couple weeks back. I ended up going through figuring out I needed a smaller caliber rifle to be able to have a little bit more fun with night hunting, hunting rabbits or really anything that we were going to come across that would be edible, right? Not skunk. We did come across a skunk, but nah. So with that being said, I needed a 22. So I started looking around. I tried to figure out what I was going to do. There's a lot of badass looking 22s out there. There's a lot of 22s that look like they are, really kind of like a sniper rifle. That wasn't really what I was going for. I'm not trying to, trick shoot here at long distances with the 22. I was looking for something that was going to be a lot more friendly, and yet something that was a little bit, simple that I could build off of. And there's plenty. There's ones that have tack mounts and tack rails and kind of have like, I haven't even figured out what the structure is, but when you're looking at like a sniper rifle or something a little bit larger that is more of a single shot style rifle that is semi-auto, it's going to have, a little bit of structure around it. I think they're called chassis is the best that I've come up with them. But those chassis are going to be the barrel chassis is going to be what, a lot of the stuff that I was looking at, it was going to be able to have attachments here, attachments there, a lot of badass things, right? But the big thing is when you're looking for a firearm to make sure you do your research, your due diligence. As y'all know, we were shopping. We ended up getting a Ruger 6.5 Creedmoor, and I was wanting to try and stick with Ruger best that I could. It just so happens that Ruger makes a astounding 1022 rifle for small game hunting. And I started looking at a couple of those. Now, if you guys are interested in guns, I recommend Academy Sports and Outdoors. I've never purchased a firearm from anywhere else other than Academy. But Bass Pro Shop, I assume, would be pretty good too. I think a while ago, Dick's Sporting Goods stopped holding firearms in their stores. I think you still buy them online, but I believe they stopped holding them in stores and selling those on hand. And that was including here in Texas. So I can tell you that a Bass Pro Shop I have no experience with. All my experiences is going to be with Academy Sports and Outdoors. I do recommend them. The great thing about them is if there's anything ever wrong with the firearm, you can always bring the firearm back and they will take it, ship it back to the manufacturer for free at cost of nothing to you, and get that repaired. There's lifetime warranties on all the firearms that they sell at Academy with the manufacturer itself. So pretty neat for that. With that being said, I settled on a very unique gun. It's a Ruger, and it's going to be the Pack-Out model or mag loadout. It's a Backpackers 22. So let me go ahead and get it and we can take a look at it. It's pretty neat. So this right here is going to be the 22. It is an olive drab green composite stock here. I believe they said something about glass filled, but I don't know where the glass would be, because as we start digging into this firearm here, you guys are going to see what I'm talking about. There's not going to be any glass inside. And if anything, I guess it could be back here in the stock. But other than that, there's not much room there either. So what's really neat is this is the firearm right here. It is a 1022. It is very nice. Very clean, brand new. You can see Ruger right in here. If I can get it angled for y'all, y'all can see Ruger right in there. It's a semi-automatic 1022, which means whenever you do have rounds in here and you rack one in, you're going to be able to fire. It's going to reset and you can immediately go back to firing just by pulling the trigger, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, each magazine that is here on this gun, and there are 4, which is pretty cool, is going to hold 10 rounds of 22. Now, for those of y'all that aren't firearms people, the 22 is just a small game round, right? So it's actually going to be pretty small. It is the chosen round of an assassin worldwide. However, you don't really do a lot of damage, especially to large game or especially to humans. Now, it definitely can kill someone. You can injure someone severely, and you can harm yourself and kill someone with a 22. It's just got to be a well-placed shot. But if you were talking about, something maybe in the upper chest, up in the shoulder, this isn't going to be one of these massive bleed-out situations. This is not the kind of gun that you would have for home defense is where I'm getting. This is going to be for small game hunting, for pest control around the house. But it is a really neat gun, so let's get into it a little bit, and then we'll get into some DayZ. So this is the Ruger Packout 1022 carbine rifle. So carbine, meaning that it uses a very traditional style of ammunition. It's going to be a rimfire style ammunition as opposed to a firing pin that hits a basically a center fire, which if you're familiar with a lot of the more updated or newer rounds of ammunition, you're going to, if you look at the bottom, you're going to have that brass. There's a couple of circles in there. One of them might be bronze or copper looking, and then the other one's going to end up being like silverish. Those are going to be those center firing rounds of ammunition. A carbine is just going to be straight flat in the bottom. It uses the firing pin inside to be able to puncture through and ignite using the compression of that. So in carbine, just meaning that it's going to end up being semi-automatic. But with that being said, this is the Packout. So one of the things I want to show you is why this is called the Packout, and it is a backpacking rifle. So this whole thing is actually going to fold up here. So I just release the barrel. You're able, let's get everything situated here. You can put the barrel right inside. There's a spot for that barrel to go in. And then this locks and clicks in right here underneath the grip. And then there you go. This is your firearm. This will fit in a backpack. Pretty cool, pretty neat, super awesome. I personally think that this is great. You can fit it in any backpack if you're going on a day trip, day hike, anything like that, and you're concerned about, you know, some pests, or maybe you are going hunting for some pests like squirrels or different things like that. This would be a great rifle to be able to take with you. I got it for rabbits specifically whenever we go out to the deer lease. But with that being said, that is just one of the cool features that we have here. Like I mentioned earlier, there are 4 magazines on here. Each magazine holds 10 rounds, which means that if you had 1 round in the chamber and all the magazines were full, you could have 41 rounds of 22 caliber ammunition on you in this gun right then and there. One of the things that I personally am not interested in trying, however, I definitely will be doing this in a safe environment, well supervised by others, is if you had the gun like this, would it still be able to fire? Because you can dry fire this thing right now, and there's no muzzle out here. So it not only would be loud, but it does seem like it would be able to fire if you did have 1 round here in the chamber ready to go. So that is a little bit dangerous. I'd be cautious about that. Clearly, I would always remove the magazines if there was anything in there. I personally have not fired this firearm yet, and it's going to be a while before I do, at least a month out. But what's really neat, and that's neat. So it does seem to lock. No, it doesn't lock in. There it goes. So you do get your magazine there. It's got the nice Ruger stamp on the bottom. Loving that. But yet again, I was going for a Savage. That was the other firearm I was looking at. I just couldn't buy it because there was a lot of bad reviews on academy.com that were talking about how the 22 stopped firing after, 30 to 50 rounds. However, after talking to a lot of people, looking at some forums, EDC? What is that? What is EDC? Well, welcome in, Ryder. EFS. EDC? No idea what EDC is. You're going to have to help me out, man. After going through and looking at that Savage firearm, after talking to some people that are in the gun community looking at forums, it's definitely going to be a limited number of those firearms that would end up misfiring that way or having some firing pin issues. But with that being said, I didn't want to take any risk. I went ahead and just went with the standard Ruger because the Ruger is a fantastic gun all around. I personally have a 380 for my wife that's a Ruger. It's done great. My 6.5 Creedmoor was a champ out hunting. I went ahead and got a 22, same thing, Ruger all the way. Everyday carry, what's good? I don't everyday carry. just kind of doing some of the stuff that I do, it's not best to carry. Plus, I'm also not a crazy person who feels like the world is going to end if I don't carry a firearm. I personally have a temper, so I'm not going to carry something that would escalate my temper to be able to allow me to get into more trouble than I already get into myself without having that. But that's just me. So this backpacking model was pretty neat to be able to purchase. I want to say that here in Texas, because of the Black Friday, this was like $5.75, and then it ended up being around $4.50 whenever they switched it over to Black Friday. Apparently these don't do well at Academy, and they stopped carrying them. They had been sitting on a shelf for a while, so they sent a couple into the store that I live by, and I was able to pick one up. So that was pretty neat. I just so happened to be there the day that it came in. I slept on it overnight. I went back and picked it up that day. So that's what's neat about this firearm. But let's get into it a little bit further. There's a little bit more, and then I really want to get to some gaming. So let's rush through this. So to be able to reassemble the firearm, let's go ahead and do that, right? So what we have here are these two buttons here. If we take these two buttons, we open them up, it's going to release the lock here. It's going to release from the stock. You're going to just be able to take that, line your barrel up, put it in, push it down, and lock in, and you're set. You're good to go. So once you go through and do that pretty quickly, I mean, just a couple of seconds, and you're going to be able to be good to go. Let's say you're ready to go. You pull out your firearm. We're going squirrel hunting, everybody. Let's do it. There you go. We're ready to do this. Less than 10 seconds. So that was what was pretty neat about it. Now, it does have a really nice fiber optic sight that's on here. The issue with the fiber optic sight is I'm not looking to use a fiber optic sight. I'm looking to put a thermal on here for night hunting. So because of that, they do have an optional Picatinny reel that comes out, and you can attach yourself. There is the Picatinny reel that does come on here is a hybrid Picatinny reel, so it will use a couple of people or a couple of attachments that you can use on here, as long as it's going to be falling on lines of those hybrid. But with that being said, you also want to make sure that you realize that once you put that Picatinny reel on, you're going to lose your fiber optic sight. So make sure that that is something you're looking at. It was a little bit tough to get these screws out. I had to use a hammer just to tap on a little bit to kind of shock the like placeholders for the screws loose. And it is also powder coated right there, so keep that in mind as well. We do have a threaded barrel. So that's one of the really neat things about this firearm. Pretty much any firearm that I'm going to get a threaded barrel to be able to make sure that that threaded barrel can be utilized later. For those of y'all that are not gun enthusiasts or people that don't know what a threaded barrel is going to do, it's going to allow you to be able to attach a silencer or a suppressor, or what is known colloquially as a can, onto the end of your firearm. This is great for, recoil is really why people do it. A lot of people will tell you that it's going to be for, quietness and everything like that. With a 22, you're still going to hear the dang thing. I mean, we're not shooting a Barrett 50 cal here that suppressor is going to pull back a lot of the sound from. You have to understand that we're shooting a 22. It's a small round. It's going to pop a little bit, and that's going to be the same thing with a suppressor on it. It is going to suppress it a little bit, but it's just not going to be the silent Call of Duty style firing that you're going to get with this guy. Especially not with the kind of suppressors that the average American is able to get and can afford. But what is great is for recoil. Now, this is a 22, so I don't expect too much of a recoil with it. But with that being said, there still will be some, and it'll be great since this is semi-automatic to be able to go through and have that to be able to utilize whenever hunting, a rabbit. Because, cottontails, really slow, normally chill down. But hares, those guys jump around a lot. And if you're trying to get a hare, you definitely got to be able to follow them with those shots. So that's one of the things that I was looking for with a firearm. Make sure we had a threaded barrel. We do. So there's that. Like I mentioned, the Picatinny reel right here. I'm looking to probably do a side mount and kind of stick it out up here. I am a little concerned, though. As you guys can see right here, is going to be where you rack it in. Here's the hammer. So with this right here, this Picatinny reel is right next to it. So I'm a little concerned about that. I guess I could put it further down here as I'm going through and just thinking out loud right now. I'm happy that we're doing this because definitely got to get the wife some things to get me for Christmas. So that's probably going to be something. That 45 off hang right there, because I want to be able to have like a red dot, so that way if you come close, you can kind of turn it to the side and go ahead and dispatch your kill. All right, so let's go ahead and get to, I'd say, the second to last cool thing about this gun. Other than just the fact that it's really light, guys. It's super light. It's really neat. Let's get to the second to last thing. The second to last thing, and this is going to be one of the big ones, is back here. You have a compartment, and this is where the other magazines are going to be held. So use your finger to open that up right there, and bam. Magazine, magazine, magazine. Now, this magazine looks a little bit different. It's the same magazine. It just has to be turned a different direction. So that's a little bit frustrating to have to turn it in a different direction right there. But as you can tell, it is still a Ruger firearm magazine. And it's got to be that specific way to be able to be in there. But here are our other magazines. And there's another one right here as well. It's just so how they fit in. Let's see if that's the right way. No, it needs to be the other way. Oh, no, that's not the way. You can tell because it starts binding there. Probably that's the worst thing about the gun. If you ask me, even though it is cool to have this mini extra, it is really upsetting to be able to have like them in the right way. They're all not just uniform. I feel like we do have enough space here, but I guess it was just too flimsy without it. With that being said, the last thing that I have for you and how cool this gun is going to be this guy right here. Right here at the bottom of the grip, you're going to end up with a survival compartment, which is pretty neat. So you just do that, pop this out. You can tell right here you got that waterproofing strip. And inside here, we can put matches, we can put some fire starting equipment, kind of anything we need, extra ammunition, whatever you want, and put it in here. And it's going to be able to keep it watertight and away. Remember, this is a backpacker's edition of the rifle, so that's probably why that's that way. But overall, this is a fantastic firearm. I was super excited about being able to get it. I'm excited about tricking it out for my next hunt in January. So it should be a nice firearm to the collection and the usefulness of what I do. I'm not a big firearm guru. I just don't buy firearms not to use them. I do have a family passed down shotgun, and I do have my own tactical shotgun that I use. But with that being said, that's pretty much going to be it. I have my 6.5 Creedmoor for deer hunting. I do have a 9mm for my personal sidearm. I also have a 380 for my wife, and now a 22. Now, it does have a QD mount right here. I guess there was one other thing. This QD mount right here is going to be for any slings or any QD attachments that you want. I personally am probably not going to have this on a sling. This is a little bit too small of a rifle, in my opinion, to have on a sling. And the sling is kind of mounted weird anyway. You don't have anything that's here to here, so you kind of throw it on your back. It's going to be mounted more like if it was a submachine gun or a TAC or something mount. So it's not something I'm going to be using. I'm going to probably end up going through and just having something that's going to be a scope along with that 45 mount, and probably I'm going to get a light and a laser. I just don't know how I want that configuration. But overall, this olive drab green, military color green, jet black powder coating with this nice blued barrel. Looks great. Fantastic. It's cold rolled steel. It's a Ruger. And, of course, you do have your safety right here as well. So, great firearm. Loved it. And hopefully, if you guys are into firearms or into hunting, this is a great, nice piece to be able to look into. If you're shopping at Academy Sports and Outdoors, you need to be able to get them online and get it ordered because they just don't have these in stock, mainly because a lot of people apparently didn't buy them. I'm not sure why. They're a fantastic gun. They have fantastic reviews, and for people who are collectors, these are a must-have just because of what they kind of do. But ultimately, that was the firearm that I chose. We're going to probably do some shopping next week for some attachments, but we'll get to that then. Let's get into some Daisy. All right. Let's go through. I was very impressed with that, by the way. I think the firearm that I was looking at as well, and I think it was called a Savage Firearms Precision. .22, so it's going to be the Precision 22 caliber Savage Firearms is what we were looking at. I personally loved the look of the gun. It looked badass. I just personally didn't think that gun was reliable enough, even though it was Savage Firearms. I just didn't think it was reliable enough. Just because of some of the reviews that Academy had online. You know, there's a lot that can happen. There could be people that think that... There could be people that think that they're firearm enthusiasts and they don't clean the gun and they don't, go through and take care of it or lubricate it properly. And that could have been why there was issues. But who knows, right? I personally don't, but I didn't want to take those issues. I can tell you, though, that Savage Firearm was aware of some issues because they actually discontinued that model and came up with a newly designed, upgraded model. So that right there kind of told me that I just kind of wanted to steer clear of it. Plus, Academy had all of those in the world, only had very few in a couple of these. So, yeah. So we're going to try and jump in on this character that we had. I don't really know too much about it. I think we kind of had a little bit of survival going forward. I don't know where we ended up with it. We might have died and might have to start over, which would be perfectly fine by me. But let's go ahead and jump in on this Daisy here and see where we're at. Everything else sounds good. All right. Looks like we're loading in, okay? That and that. Mid Bliss, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, so our character is alive. Somehow we have guns. I don't remember how we ended up with this character at all. Thank you for the follow, Mid Bliss. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, I think I remember this. We were trying to get to the volcano. This wasn't the long run from the other side, I don't think. Our plus is up still. This has been like 5 days since I've been in the map. Perfect. I think we probably do want to... Is there water like right down here? There's that guy. I think there might have been water up here. Oh yeah. Check this thing real quick before we get going. We do need water though. No knife. That was the big thing. I think we needed a knife. Yeah, we ended up with a gun, but we just don't have a knife. We actually have 2 guns. Nice. Oh, yeah. Perfect. What do we have here? BK-12 and a BK-12 damaged. Worn. Obviously, this BK can go. Yeah. Alright. Let's see if we can find some water real quick. Not seeing too many people. The hoe in that one. Alright, here's the water. We might be able to go through an attack and get one of these ghosts to get some more food too, so that'll be nice. Because we're going to need a fire anyway before we go up north. Don't run. I want to be your friend. Dang it, man. Only if we had a rifle. This guy's tough. Watch out for others during this. They're gonna steal our goat. Dude, you gotta be dead, right? Nice. No. No one wants to bury the ramp. I can't believe that's what it took to kill that ramp. Let's see if we can do anything with that real quick. Wonder if Grandma's got maybe a knife on her. How are you gonna attack me that much? We're gonna be like super cold. We're not gonna be able to get a buff now. We're probably all messed up. Yeah, backpack. I'll take that too. We'll be dying of the cold here soon. Hello? 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 They're headed away. You mean to tell me that this guy... No knife, no nothing. I feel like we've been all over the place here and we didn't find a knife. It's definitely one of the things that I have a problem with this map, is not being able to find knives. See, this is the frustrating thing. It's not being able to get a fucking knife. I wonder if this will work. Yep. At least there's that. I think there was... What up, Double? Sorry, it got really intense here trying to look for a knife. What up, what up, what up? It is... I am definitely cold. Come on. Get around it. Yeah, character's really cold, but good news is get that out of here. We've got food. So we're a little bit happier now. Yeah, I'm about to make a... Whew, let's look at what we're doing. I'm about to make a campfire. I just need to get back on track. So we are trying to make it up to the volcano to get some of the supplies that are needed. But we needed to get food. So we came back here to the town because we didn't have a knife to be able to, you know, make a fire or anything. So that's what we have. We did run into two people down here. I don't think they realized we were here, though. If they did, maybe they just skedaddled off pretty quickly. I was trying to talk to them. But we're going to make a fire up here, and all will be set. We're also going to cook our food. We're going to be by water, because water's over there. So it'll be nice. We just need to get into these evergreens up here. and we'll be good. Now, out of the view of the town. The food will help us out. It will make us warm. We'll be able to heal up. That is meat. It was a ram that we murdered with a gardening hoe. This one looks really good right here. Perfect. All right. You know what? You can't do that. You can't do that. I'm gonna have to use my hands on this. Got that long six. Let's hope that we don't get a cut. Yeah, I'll get new clothes and all that, but we have got to, and this whole map is cold. So that's kind of the whole point of the map on this one, is to be able to survive. And we're not doing too bad, even though it looks like we're doing pretty bad right now. But yeah, we want to get more clothes, all that. We'll do fine. Gonna craft a fireplace. Go. Do we not have... Wait, do I need something else? There we go. I guess I forgot a hand drill kit. Perfect. We're gonna have to use a couple of these. Don't lose where we are at. That's gonna be the first tip here. You do not beat this game. You do not. You continue to survive until you die. And then we start back over again. Craft a hand drill kit. There we go. Alright, now we're going to get a little bit warm. There we go. Let's just hope that no one's just randomly walking through the woods right where we need to be. Perfect. Let's say if we get skin and quarter, then we can sharpen this guy right here. So a huge reason you couldn't get into Minecraft. Well, I mean, you know, like there is an end to Minecraft though, right? Like there is an actual end to Minecraft. Like you can actually go to the end realm. After going to the nether realm, you can beat the ender dragon and you could win. Credits roll. It says congratulations, you've won. So there's a lot. This, not so much. So Minecraft, give it another chance. Have you just, I mean, uh-oh. The server was shutting down. We were right there at the server reset. Okay. Whew. Friends give me OP enchanted gear. Oh yeah, so we have a realm for my family to play on. So my daughter, my wife, my brother-in-law, and myself do play on a realm together, and it's fun. We do have a lot of OP stuff. We don't have Netherite yet because we just restarted the realm about 6, 7, 8, maybe 8 months ago. But yeah, good stuff. Great stuff. But you can win. So the server reset just means that we're going to reset. Hopefully the fire is there when we're back. Otherwise, it's going to be a potential death here. But that's fine. I'd be fine to start a new character. It was great, though. We have a little bit of good stuff. Show your server one day? I could. Definitely, I'll just have to jump on and do something with Minecraft to be able to make that happen. I just never get to play, and like whenever I do get time to play, I just prefer to play the games that I like to play, and do the different things that I like to do. So, you know, but yeah, I mean, I could. I tried to, but no one came in to be able to watch, and I think I only had like maybe 3 or 4 views on the rerun of that VOD, so like it wasn't like I don't market myself as a Minecraft player, but I've been playing it since the beginning. I remember when we had to actually put stuff into boxes to be able to craft it in the appropriate way. All right, let's reset and see if we can get back in the server here, because our character needs some food. Still shutting down. At least we got that ram, though. That was a lucky find to be able to find that ram. Otherwise, I think we probably would have died. I mean, we could have gone through and maybe survived just a bit longer, but we will have to cover our hands, though. Our hands are dirty. I think we can wash them in the snow, though. Before we eat it, so that way we don't get E. coli and get sick. There's no getting sick on this map. Yes, we are going to a colder place, though, Double, but up on that mountain up there is going to be a briefcase, and in that briefcase is going to be a water filtration kit and some other equipment, so kind of crucial to be able to purify water as we go along without having to hit these hot springs where water's popping up and out of. So that's the issue that I have there. With that, it says the server reset. You know, normally it's at midnight. It's only 11:45 here, so I'm not really sure why the server reset like 15 minutes before. That's a weird time that it's set to. Well, I'll bring it back though. No problem. I'll look at it over the next. The holiday season would be great to bring it back, right? Like, that's going to be a great time to be able to bring it back. At least we got that heat buff, so we're doing good there. Now, I think that this is a server reset error. Yeah, there it goes. It just finally hit the medium health. Now, us being over here means that maybe the pate that we have is going to be okay, but we need to put some hand wrappings on or clean our hands in the snow. One of the two. Wash hands in the snow. There we go. Wonder if that pate was good yet. Not yet. This guy ruins? Really? Okay. That's one way to sink my battleship. hopefully that meat's going to be all good by the time we are done cooking this one here. Our shirt has got to be ruined too, so we're going to have to find a new shirt. We did cut up a couple good ones, but rags are important. They help us survive. Maybe they'll make Band-Aids too. We'll make a face mask and some hand wraps for temporary till we get some gloves and some better insulation. It looks like maybe... Oh, that's smoke. I would think a storm would come in, though. After that server reset, I bet you a storm is going to be blowing in soon. So good thing we got this fire. Let's monitor it. I think we're in a good spot. Oh, well, the fire died. So fantastic. Thank you so much for that. We'll have to get all that going again. That is really frustrating. I got 2 pieces of meat. That server reset our fire. Did a little zig, did a little zag. Split this down. Oh yeah. Let's get that going. Get a couple more sticks here. I do not find this game stressful. I find it super relaxing. I know it seems weird since the game kind of is stressful, but I find it super relaxing. That's why I like to play it. I don't get many views, but I like to play it. Are we bleeding? We are. We're using the last bit of our Band-Aids here. Let's eat. I find it just to be really neat how hard it is to play this game. Honestly, that's what I like about it. It's a challenge. I'm able to go through and have fun while playing it. It's a game that isn't too high energy. I actually get more stress playing Fortnite than I do this. Mainly because you got team members and they're all kind of doing their own thing, you know. So it can be a little bit more stressful. Not that Fortnite isn't fun. It's just those kinds of games make me a lot more stressed than something like this. It definitely is stressful, or it was when you first start playing it, but the more you play, the more you understand that there is no end to this game, and no matter if you die in 5 minutes or in 5 hours, it's just fun to go through and do, and to have interactions whenever you can with people. So that's always fun. There we go. I started breaking it down into sticks. We don't want to break it down into sticks. Not yet. It is frustrating to lose the progress, but that's part of the game, right? Like it's more so like upsetting that you did something wrong. Sometimes you don't do anything wrong. Sometimes people are just better players and they've been watching you, right? But it is fun. I find at a certain point when you've been surviving long enough, the game's actually pretty boring. I like the first startup of the game, the struggle to kind of get moving. That's always fun. Like this right here, we don't have good clothes. We don't have good weapons. This is the struggle right here. This is nice. I find this to be super fun. This is also where most of the entertainment is, and the entertainment value in the game is. I'll be really upset if there it is. I'm like, I'm gonna be really upset here. Let's go ahead and get that just in case. Alright, so we're going to be sitting pretty here in just a second. We're going to go ahead and eat 2 pieces of meat. We're going to, because they should be cool, we're going to let this fat cool down. We're going to make a knife. We're going to be set. Now, when you get bones, you have unlimited knives, pretty much. And then we're going to hit up that mountain. We're going to get some water, hit up that mountain. The water thing is going to be tricky, though. We're going to do all the surviving. We're going to die near the water as someone's camping it, and they're ready to snipe any aimless traveler running by. There we go. And we're gonna eat up all this food. We're gonna have to go hunting again. Let's check on that fire real quick. As soon as I said that, the fire was out. Dude, these fires are going. These fires are going. What I ended up doing was sacrificing my cooking stick just to be able to get this fire back. These fires are crazy fast. I think I hear some wind. We're gonna do some hand wraps here. Help protect us from getting injured. Get some more sticks for our fire. What's our dude like upset at? Wonder if it's just the health. Take a couple of these right here while we're here. Split all these up. You know what? I need that one though. We'll come back for it. We'll come back for it. We'll come back for another one. Let's just use this now. We had fucking matches the whole time. This is the one that's going to give us small sticks when we really need that long stick. Perfect. We got 10 over there, so we should be good. Sharpen up. The other thing about my server double is that it's a lot of hodgepodge. Obviously, you know, we got my kiddo that we're playing with and working with, so there's a lot of hodgepodge with it. But we like it. It's neat. I think right now we're focusing on getting my daughter's city up and running, town up and running. My brother-in-law is like a big expert at the game. He used to not be, but then he became like super obsessed and was like doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But we have a transit system, so that way my daughter can move from my wife's town to the main town, or the main base to her town to my town to my brother-in-law's town. So we got a couple things set up for her. Yeah, it's in Minecraft. Nice. Do that. Do that. This guy back. Roast on this guy here. We're still doing good. See, our health's coming back. We're doing good. We're going to need water, but we'll solve that. All right, health and everything's looking good. We're on the right track here. We're gonna have to check this fire and see what's going on since it's burning out so quickly. I mean, there was what, 9-6, 10-6? 6 sticks. Yeah, this thing is going. Let's try and cook what we can here. We're gonna have to get a little bit more sticks, it looks like. Yeah, there was an update for sure. These fires are lasting no time. We'll eat a little bit while we're on the way to get sticks. Oh, look at that, we're at 5 sticks already. Oh, we're gonna have to split it and put it on just in case. And based on how these fires are responding, I mean, dang. I feel like we might have gone a little bit too hard on the fire. Using these sticks, like it just chews right through them. It's gonna be our cooking stick. So I don't have anything to chop down the tree, right? Like otherwise I would. I agree with you. The logs would be great. Get that chainsaw. Yeah. Definitely don't have chainsaws in here. I think there was a mod at some point that did, but there's nothing currently right now, and I believe we're playing on vanilla. Yeah, we're playing on a vanilla version, so an official vanilla at that. So there's definitely not going to be any kind of chainsaw or anything. The closest I would get would be a wood saw. The nice thing I do like about this map, so if we had an axe we could, but yet again we don't have an axe, right? Like we had no way of cutting any kind of meat up earlier. We beat to death a ram or a sheep with a garden hoe, and we had to run around to find something to cut it with, and we ended up finding a crowbar that allowed us to cut it up, and then we could get bones. Now we got knives, right? But a knife isn't going to cut up a tree. I think we just have one more piece of meat after this and we should be good. We'll have to hit up water, but you'll find some hobbyists copying saw. There is not that many down there. Trust me, I was looking. Two-handed great axe, yeah. I mean, if there was a museum, this is Soviet Russia territory. There's not really going to be museums on every corner. Most cities also are pretty depleted. I'd say there's probably in a town that's just south of us here, there's probably going to be 2 objects that cut. And those is one that have like almost like a small bandsaw, but they're not a band. Seven out of 10. I've been here a good second. I should probably sit in the corner just for some extra cover. Since the sun's going down, the fire's going to be able to be seen, but we'll be good. Yeah, they don't have the copying saw here. I didn't know that it was called a copying saw. All my handiwork, and I have no idea. I think I know what saw you're talking about, though. All right. We're going to get some food. Coping saw. Coping saw. There we go. Let's put this in our pouch. That's good, but this is ruins, like we were saying. That's going to be fine. These are okay. We've got that. We've got to get some better stuff, but we will be good for right now. Let's go ahead and get ourselves... let's see if we can make a spear real quick. Make a bow knife. Perfect. Eat it up, Buttercup. I just heard a shot out to the right. I didn't see a rifle on those 2 people that left earlier, but who knows? You know? See if we can find a better shirt. Get some water. Then we'll be good. Alright, so the water is over there. See the little hut? I'm going to assume no one's running back to this town, so I'm going to just keep my back to the mountain. We got a BK-43 here. That's nice. We just got a double barrel shotgun out of nowhere. Hey, what up? What up?
What's up, buddy? Hey, don't do that. I put it away. Don't do that. That's
Sounds
not nice.
good.
I'm not doing nothing. I didn't know you're in here. Let me just back away slowly. Okay?
No, you good? You good? How you doing?
I'm a little drunk and just trying to get back to my base. I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
Okay, cool, man. You got a base?
Yeah, it's far from here.
Good stuff, man. You don't have any weapons on you or anything?
I have this knife and this bat. Do you want me to drop them?
Nah, man, you good. I tell you what. There you go. I got some food right there, man. It's all you. I'm just going my way. I'm looking for better clothes, man. Have a good trip.
I have this pristine jacket that I can give you since you gave me food, and I'll just take your bad one. You want to do that?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. You're good, man.
All right, man. You take care.
Hey, man, you take care. Trying to go through and hit the talk button is really weird and difficult. That's what's up, though. T-shirt. Looks like someone's trying to build. Nope. Drunk Daisy. I feel him on that. That's probably one of the more positive interactions I've had with someone on Daisy. It was nice. I was thinking about trying to see if he would be willing to travel together, but going to a base, I'm just not a big base builder. Just not into big base building. Oh, wow. Saw these before. Oh, let's try and resuscitate him. Come back to us. You okay, man? I saw that zombie get you, man.
I'm good. No, you're good. I appreciate it.
I killed her. She's over here if you want to, like, teabag her or anything. I see you getting a radiator for a car.
You're good, man.
Okay. Cool, man. We'll have fun. He ended up being attacked by that zombie. It's just gonna be a, yeah. Ended up being attacked by that zombie, so I went through and resuscitated him to help him out. It's gonna make him wake up a little bit faster, because otherwise you can end up with like a 2-minute, 3-minute delay, especially if he was blinking red health. Just makes him wake up a little bit faster, helps him out. Dude, how come there's no jackets, man? Like, at all. He must have already been over here. Dude, this new style of house I fucking hate, dude. got the new sketch. New Skechers here, pink Skechers. That's where we're at. Maybe I should have taken his jacket, though. Dude. Got a couple extra shells here. That was nice. We got a pepper. I did literally save his life. That is true. This is the cool thing about DayZ, is being able to like resuscitate people and all that. So it's pretty cool. Alright, so we didn't find nothing. Let's see if we can just hit up one or two more homes. Maybe on the waterfront side. I don't remember hitting up this style home here on this run. Remember those being here. A Sporter mag is nice. We don't have anything to drop for the Sporter mag, though. Tell you what, just in case. Gonna be outside along the big rocks here. Hopefully that thing ain't coming. Perfect. I remember seeing this guy earlier, but it's too big to take. Or if that zombie's going after someone else. It did look like he kind of already came through here, though. Alright, let's get a plan together and get going. I didn't hear anything else. Be pants now. Make our way up to that house right there. Is that a fox? We don't want fox meat anyway, but still. Gonna have to. That's where he was at. Okay. Go get some water. We're gonna have to go back and check this. Make another fire or something. Map it over this hill at a weird angle to be able to see what's going on. Watch out here, because this is where they could come straight from that town over to us here. Up, straight to the right. Scary as shit. Assuming that guy's not immediately going to go this way. And I need enough to make this trip, so... A single shot. I'm guessing it was maybe a hunt. So it's not worth trying to chase down right now. And I normally like to carry fire supplies on me, so luckily we've got some space here as we're moving our way through. Like the exact same spot. Y'all can hear that sound. It's bugged. There's some bark from right here. I might go ahead and use up this whole knife, just gather bark. Look how this thing is bugged. There we go. Go ahead and do another bone knife. There we go, nice. Alright, we're not doing bad. We are healing up. We're doing good. We're going to want to get out of here in a second, though. Let's get these buffs and then go. We do not need to sleep as a character. We also don't have to relieve ourselves as far as biologically speaking goes. Those are not needed, mainly because like there's just some things that are just, you know, too monotonous. You do get fractured ankles and arms, and you do have to bandage up, so there's that. But I feel like it's a pretty good balance. Get out of Dodge here. See where we need to go. Alright, there's our volcano. Normally on that side is going to be where everything's at. Let's see if we have anyone up here. We don't have a long distance rifle. So if we die, we die. It's okay. There is a military base up at the top of the volcano as well. It's kind of whack. I feel like they could do more with it, but the neat thing is there's another military base that's a little bit further off, and that one you actually can do some stuff with. Little shack down there. Perfect. Alright, we've got our heat buff. We're somewhat good on water. We can probably make it through if we can find this crate. Sleeping would also be something you just couldn't do in this game, Devil, because it is a multiplayer game. It's an MMO, so, you know, how do you sleep? Do we all go to sleep at once? I guess you could consider the server restart as a sleep session, you know? But that would be it. Let's just hope we don't go any wolves on us. I don't know if we have enough ammunition to face the wolves and fight them off. So there's the town we were in down there. Nice town. Let's get over here to the primary side. It's not going to be that low, right? Just get sniped up here. Never thought about that till you said it, though. I'm guessing maybe your sleep could be that server reset. We all sleep at the same time. Another big town here, but not too interested in going back to a freshy zone unless I have to. I'd really like to find this case. Alright. There's the poles. Yeah, the server reset theory makes a little bit of sense for anyone that is interested in that. So there is going to be a military that's over here on the hill somewhere. We're going to have to get to. It might be on the other side. But I feel like this side of the mountain right here is the side that I normally approach from. Alright, so we are... I thought we were high up, but, you know, what are you going to do? Let's see if we can backtrack just a bit and then find... See if we can find our case. How awesome would it be just to stumble upon it? Alright, let's start headed this way now. Always am amazed at how close we actually are to the ground. There's another town right here we could just run up through. Alright, so we're looking for a collapsed player, a scientist. Got a gas mask on, should have a metal case right next to him. Ooh, that's a good town over there. There's going to be some military loot. Let's get the case first. I wonder if it's on the other side then. I'm not even going to talk to this fool. I wonder how he didn't even see me. This dude's got some patrol pants on. Dude's got a pot of water. Dude, what was this guy doing out here with, like, nothing to show for it? Got some Band-Aids. Ruined or what? That's just how it is sometimes. My apologies being loud, but yeah, I had to take him. We're looking for the same thing on this mountain, and there's almost no chance that he's going to be super friendly about it. I do want to know how come I can't get those pants, though. I forgot that that's not possible anymore. Let's get back down here. You know, it was him or me. It was him or me, you know, that's what we got. We're gonna have to build a fire. Cook this meat, maybe. Hopefully it's not wolf meat, though. Chevron steak, good stuff. We actually drink the water for right now. Oh yeah, so you can double. Like, you got to be picky. So the problem with wolf steak is that you can get parasites from it. So you got to be picky. You got to have 50-50. Now I do have some multivitamins, so I can eat some of that and then just pop the multivitamins around it. But you know what? We're not even going to mess with that. Let's figure out a good place to set up camp right now. Right over here looks legit. This looks super good right here. All right. We're not going to be able to find it again. Put you with this tree. Yes, you can, but cooking it still doesn't get rid of the parasites. Not unlike real fox. Like, people normally don't eat fox because they're just riddled with parasites. I like how you're like, you just can't be picky. Yeah, you can. All right, we'll have to take a look at some of the stuff we got, man. Our Skechers are a bomb, though. We got some good Skechers. What do we got here? Charcoal tablets? Nice. Okay. We need bark. Let's create a fireplace. How'd that guy not see us? That's what I'm trying to understand. I think we're going to burn ourselves here. Oh, good. Let's get some more. Yeah, like... That was lucky. I don't know what to tell you about that, and I'm really not sure how that guy didn't see us. I'm really not sure. I don't know what happened. He must have really been looking on the ground or looking away. Maybe he was talking to chat. I don't know. Sharpen our stick here. We just heard a gunshot. You're so funny. You can't be picky. Yeah, we can. We definitely got to be picky around this time, Double. Especially when there's parasites in the meat. You got to be picky. I don't know how that guy didn't see us though. I really don't. I was pretty sure we were dead. I was just hoping, but man, he came running right up on us. He had that BK, so he could have taken us out at long distance, so he didn't see us. And no one's gonna team up when they're on the mountain looking for that case. So he also was in the first step where I'm at. He didn't go to the military base yet. So, but we got some keto tabs, so we're good to go. Gonna have to cut up this stick and use it as firewood here for a second. After this piece of meat for sure. But we're gonna try something too. So I've never used the chelation tablets. So we're gonna eat the snow for our water and then pop a chelation tablet and see where we're at. It should work in that order though. It's going to be just downhill to fire. Five sticks on that one left. Give another couple more for sure. That guy had to have been pissed because there was a lot. Like he had already been to a military base. So they've gotten the BDU pants, all that. We've got a pot as well for water, so we can take water at least with that pot. Once we empty some stuff out, we'll be good to go. Got 3 pieces of meat. Basically 3 minutes. Nice. Oh, that one wasn't gonna work. See if we can make this one work. Perfect. Yeah, that guy had no idea we were there. Otherwise, he would have taken us out. Must have been too focused on the ground. That's really one of the things that I really like about this map specifically, is how we all kind of have to work on this volcano to get the case. And I really like that, because it kind of puts you into a kind of an even mix with players. Because players that are already geared out, like, completely, don't care. They already probably been there. They already have it. So they're not going to go back there unless it's an opportunistic kill on a mountain. But they're really not going to focus on that for that. So you're going to be doing freshies or people that kind of have a straight mission that they're headed towards. And that's what I really like about it. Because you're more evenly matched whenever you're up there. This guy a little bit more geared than I was, but as you can see, we still took him out, hit him in the head, it looked like. So we were able to keep a little bit of his clothing. That's going to be a good little clip to be able to make a TikTok and a YouTube for. So that'll be nice. Go and split this guy up real quick. Yeah, he's got some chili wrap too, so that's really. Let's go ahead and get our ammo together here. That 122 round ready to go. Perfect. Gotta rotate out of here. Let's rotate down a bit. Excuse me. Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to see it anyway. Here's my thing. We're gonna move this to 1. Have this guy there. This guy there. We should go ahead and do that. Eat the snow real quick. Get right here. We're gonna eat some snow and then pop some chelation. And hopefully this helps us out. Gonna be it. Looks like right over here, I think. carry this backpack with us for a second. I like how it's like sub-zero temperatures, but there's still flies running around here. There ain't no flies. That wouldn't happen. Gonna run off here real quick. This would have been a really good spot for the fire, but it was a little bit close too. Okay. Nice. Yeah, this guy was pretty geared. Man, that's just pretty amazing. Good luck and, you know, on our part, good finds. I thought that was it for a good second. Geothermal pools and vents and everything down there. There we go. Wonder if that guy even knew what he had. Right. We need to get to the other side to check this real quick. I can't remember which one the military base is at, but we gotta... I thought it was the one that we were coming from, but... didn't really look like it. Back here on this side of the mountain, you're probably going to be dealing with a lot more, like, heavier players. You know what I mean? So, luckily, in my opinion, we're not going to have to worry about it too much. Right here, of course, I'll just get sniped like a noob. But more concerned about who's ahead of us. I'm just trying to find that military. I'm just going to end up spawning the keys to open this guy up. If not, I'll have to go straight up this mountain and over. I think we're right to the beginning. Already made it, what, 25%? It's got to be over here. It's like somewhat connected to this. This mountain. Take a quick break here. Yeah, this is gonna be it. Okay, because there it is over there. So what we can do is try and cut down a bit. Alright, so what we're going to try and do is get into the tree line. And on that light tree line somewhere up in there, we're going to drop it at a memorable spot. Because we have to go get the keys from the military base over here. Which is a whole conundrum by itself. It's probably the most well-known military base in the game. So, we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to do it right. Make sure that if we do die, no one's going to get our case. Alright, so we're over here in the heavy tree line. Little segment of trees right here. Put this guy right here. I need to eat a little bit. Sun's coming up, it's going to be a little bit easier. zombies over here. Looks like there's a couple of zombies just chilling. We might be able to sneak in and get this. We are going to need a melee. And you get to a couple of these metal buildings that are there. That wasn't the most graceful, but... Not good. Oh yeah, they're out there, double. We're also getting a little cold here. EpiPen. Also got a radio. Alright. Whew. We can afford to be more cautious once we get our stuff back here. My apologies if it scared you. So we're going to be able to go down there, build a fire, but let's get our crate and get our stuff settled. This guy? Yeah, there it is. All right, Double, you're here for the moment. All right, so what we have here is this right here. We can unlock it. Let's get into some cover. We're going to go ahead and unlock it. There we go. And what do we have? All right. Here is our good. So we got the glow plug. Now we don't need the chelation tablets. We're good to go. We've got our own filter bottle. So we can actually just drink water straight like this, not needing to worry about the chelation. Which is super nice. Now, every time we fill it, it's going to wear down a little bit, but that's okay. That's the whole point. We're going to have to build a fire, so let's get moving here. Let's make our decisions. The pot's got our food, right? This guy can go. We're going to go ahead and fill this guy up as well. We're going to run down here to the heavy tree line and make a fire, too. Just got to try and make sure that we're doing everything that we can to be good. Let's go ahead and get the one shell out of here. Perfect. Glow plug. This guy can go. I don't even know why we still have him. If we really wanted to, there we go. Alright, now we're good. Nice. Perfect. Wicked. If this was nighttime, no one would even see us out here. So we're going to have to go a little bit deeper. We are dying to the cold here, but we're going to heat up real fast and be real good. We got some food. We're good. I think this is going to be a good spot about right here. Now we could actually go back to that spot and get some more military gear. But for me, I'm always concerned about hunting. So I'd be cool if we start worrying about the next set of food. We've got a little bit of food here, no problem. Just wanted to make sure that the next set is good. Apex ruined. Battery can go up there. His keys are useless. Go. Medical. Oh, I got a couple smoke grenades. This guy, dumb. We can leave him. Okay. We're getting our heat buff back. We're good to go. That was a good run tonight. If you ask me, that was a really good run. Eat a little bit here. Everything else is looking really good. We got a little bit there, but that's it. Wonder if you could empty some water into the pot, so that way maybe you could just store more. I don't know. We don't want to eat. Just want to fill up our... It's like a frozen lake, right? Yeah. Looked like a house for a second. Dude, that guy was so pissed that we killed. He was livid. Y'all know it. Alright, we got a couple minutes left here. You know, we've come all this way. Should we do it? Like, we could actually do some hardcore damage here if we had a silencer for that IJ. Yo. Can't have this right before bedtime? Whew. This is super fun right before bedtime. Alright. Take this guy, see if he's got any bullets. That ghillie suit would have been nice, though. We just don't have the hat. This will be great. Rounds on them, good stuff. Alright, I say we kind of track to the coast. I'd really love to get... If I was playing this until really late, the walk from the office to the bedroom would be scary. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I don't know. Have a good night, Double. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for coming in, and please do let me know if you have nightmares. We're going to be shutting it down here in a minute anyway. Later. Let me see if we can find a boat. One of these towns. Alright, so that, just so we know. Military's on that approach. I think we got another military spot down here. We're not going to hit it tonight, though. But I think we're just going to get ourselves set up for a nice run down here. Like I've said before, my biggest concern is what are we going to do for food? I think we got a steak or two left, a can of sardines. So hopefully down here we're going to be able to run into some farm animals. Maybe a cow. If there's a reindeer, though, we get food for days. Good. Looks like someone's built a base over here. Or if this was that dude's base. A couple zombies just chilling. There's no fire going. It's a good little spot for a base, though. Not trying to bother him. It's a pretty nice spot for a base, though. I believe I've been over here before, and there might be some sheep in the area. So I think it'd be worth investigating real quick. Yep. That should be the spot. I think there's like some sheep or some ram down there. I think I just heard him. Goodbye, pink shoes. Man, don't hear him anymore. They were out here when I saw them. I wonder if they're out here again. I hear him down to the left. Good looking beard we got there. Boom. Yeah, we couldn't have got rid of that ghillie suit, man. We wouldn't have had any room. Gonna get rid of that glow plug and worry about that on the next one. Find the coals here. It's gonna be a great spot. Perfect. Let's go ahead and split these up here. Gather some bark. Alright, so we're not dying to the cold now. Health is going up. Perfect. Okay, there we go. It must have been sitting on too sharp of a hill. Figure while we're trying to get warm, we'll cook a little bit of this meat that we got, which was nice. What we can do is do this one. When our fire dies, we're out. Perfect. We've got pretty much everything we need. Let's see if we can get this last one cooked. That was a really good run for tonight, though. We got a guy who clearly didn't see us. I'm not even sure why. He had everything that, he needed to be able to take us down, but for some reason he didn't see us. Met a guy. Handed him some food, sent him on his way, saved his life. We got a couple clips out of all that. Bet you that was his base, though. I'd be willing to bet. All right. This is it. Nice little town. We got to try and get out to that island, man. Don't see any boats either. But we're good to go for now. Make sure we exit out. All right. I mean, our character's not looking too bad. We do need a sewing kit, but our character is not looking too bad. All in a suit jacket, too. Like, look at that. Good stuff. Good, good, good. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for being here with me on this Saturday evening, now Sunday morning. It was a fantastic game set. We did a lot of good stuff. We're going to take some of those clips. We're going to be able to post them to YouTube and to TikTok. So that's going to be super fun. And yet again, awesome rifle. For those of y'all, again, that are into firearms, this is a 22 Magpul Breakdown Backpackers Ruger 1022. It's a fantastic rifle. I can't wait to shoot it. It's going to be neat to be able to go zero this thing in, get a couple of attachments here, and we're going to be good to go. It's going to be great for my hunt in January. Anyway, I'm the Political Gamer. I appreciate all y'all being here. I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. Middle Bliss, thank you so much for that follow. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Stay neat. God bless.
This podcast was brought to you by The Political Gamer, produced by The Political Gamer, edited by The Political Gamer, and associated with The Political Gamer. Remember to subscribe if you can, or drop us a follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, or X. We will be back next week for more news, laughs, and our tears. Stay neat, and we wish you good mental health.